Hello there, soul listeners. It's Aura from A Twin Flame Journey with some channeled messages. And, you know, I had to kind of write all of this down before I projected it out there. So I'm going to read to you some of the first things that I was getting, especially as I was coming out of meditation and stuff. So I had a vision of someone who recalls or is recalling moments that they had with a specific person. And for some weird reason, it feels more intimate than anything. And I started getting like hot and not cold, but mainly just hot. It's kind of like someone's recalling like very intimate moment or maybe even a sexual moment. Almost as if they are also remembering something that this particular person specifically said to them. I'm hearing something like along the lines of, I wish this could last forever. Or maybe it's something like, I wish you didn't have to work so hard. But it feels like it was meant to be a temporary situation, and it only turned into more physical separation, and it kind of drifted these two more and more apart. And they felt like at the same time, while this individual was like working excessively, it's like they felt that they weren't quite ready either. It's like their family also pushed them to work hard or to earn something solid. You know, I can almost hear them saying things like, if you want a family and you want all of these things, you need, this type of job, and you have to make this kind of money. And it's kind of like they put that notion inside of them that that is more important than love or a fairy tale or, getting married and stuff like that. So it kind of steered them away from that path. But it's like they needed to work harder and they weren't working hard enough either, which, you know, I feel like that's kind of something that they were conditioned. They were conditioned with that. Maybe they weren't ready either, but something inside of them pushed them to work harder. Or maybe even they had to go to school, they had to go to college, they had to major in something specific for a program, and it kind of turned out that it was a program that they really always wanted, but they had to be really smart for it. And they most certainly are. They were definitely good enough for this program, but they felt like they weren't good enough for you in the long run. And they felt like they weren't good enough, not just for you, but even for themselves. Like they have felt this way for quite some time, and you'd be surprised how long they have felt this way. Maybe even years, or maybe even as long as you've known them. So I do want to start with the Kipper, and I want to get going on this, but that's the vision that I had, and they are, they're very, how do I put this? Because like with this whole vision, I was very, a card just flew out. I was very, what was it? I felt very hot like the entire time. I was just like, wow, someone's got the hots for somebody. Okay, but we have privileged lady here. Maybe there's a sense of like entitlement. This kind of feels like a third party getting in the way. See, look at this. Toil and labor. It's like someone had to work so hard. Maybe this is a family member that had to work incredibly hard, or just someone who thinks that like that's what life is really all about. But you kind of forget, like, what about love? What about, I feel like this individual is very lonely. This individual right here, very lonely, very kind of keep to themselves. They really don't allow people in their space. And they work hard. Like, they feel like working hard is their life. You have to work yourself to death to get anywhere in this world. Okay, so here we have family room. So this is kind of what I'm talking about. Family, having family, or having children, or having, you know, anything like that. You kind of have to like work yourself hard or to death. Okay, so now we have distant horizons. Okay, sorry about that. Now we have distant horizons. So now it's like there's gaps with this connection, or there is lots of distance. But this is also talking about going the distance, especially in this connection, kind of seeing through the void, being in the void. I do want to clarify, but I also, it's like I'm getting like there's been so much distance in between these two. And it was created off of like a false pretense or some type of false belief. Yeah, so like top of the deck, we have thief here. So it's kind of like these individuals lied to this other person, or kind of said things in vain, hoping that it would separate these two. But they are so drawn to this other person. They are so drawn to them. So that's like something that they can't help. So I do want to clarify some things in this reading, but for some weird reason, I do want some more Kipper pulled out here. But, you know, I feel like, you know, especially, you know, when I see this card too, it's like someone saying things and doing things and kind of just saying things to, you know, make it sort of make it fit, but also steer the other person in the wrong direction. They don't belong in that direction. They belong with this other person. They belong with, you know, this other individual. So, okay, let me move this one out of the way. They belong with this other person. Yep. Here we go. Thoughts. Thinking about the other. Wow. And now we have mature man. Thinking about the other. There's this strong telepathic communication happening between these two. I'm going to pull some clarifier cards out here in a second, but there's this strong bond in between. It's kind of like, this is all you have, is also what I'm hearing. They are all you have. This individual is what you have. So I do feel like there's this, maybe they've been working on themselves, because I have mature man here. Oh man. We also have occupation underneath mature man here. So occupation along with message, lovers. Yeah, there's a strong connection between these two, but there was something here. Someone interfered, and it wasn't for a good cause. It was for selfishness. It was for selfish reasons. Okay, so I do want to pull my tarot out. I'm going to put that over there. I do want to pull my tarot out, and I do want to see what we have going on here, just to kind of clarify, because because it's fun. So I do feel like this individual who was working very hard, they have made something of themselves. It's not like it was in vain, but they also allowed individuals to kind of steer them away from, you know, a love interest. And it's not just a love interest. It's like, it's kind of like the two of you is literally what I'm hearing is all you have. Like, all you have is each other. So with this, wow, look at this. Six of Cups coming out here. Six of Cups coming out here. The two of you, it's all you have, is what I'm hearing. All you have is each other. Maybe there is not just, you guys are familiar with each other, but it's like the kid in the neighborhood is literally what I want to say. Like, you guys were, I have this like vision of you guys playing in the same neighborhood or being introduced among neighbors, or, and I'm also keep seeing someone like playing basketball, or someone kind of walking up to someone's garage and playing basketball. The Moon. I feel like this also came, some of these readings I feel like are maybe repeating themselves, but I think the Moon came out in another reading as well. Wow. Confusion. This individual allowed themselves to be confused. They allowed themselves to, they allowed other energies to kind of influence them. They allowed people to confuse them. They allowed people to influence them, basically. Look at this, Tower. Scorpio energy. Scorpio, Pisces energy. But it's kind of like they kind of just let this happen. But they also deeply felt like they weren't ready for, you know, something like this. So, yeah. Because this person makes them happy. And they know this. They know that this person makes them happy. Four of Wands underneath the deck. This individual makes me happy. So why would I let other people disturb that? Why? Okay. I do also want to get some, let's move that up. I'm gonna move these up a little bit. Okay. Yeah. They're very well off. They're very, they're not, I feel like they're not really too spiritual, okay? But I do feel like they're very well off. They do have, maybe they have like a savings account or something like that, but they also are very grounded with their energy, but also they're very grounded with their finances. They're balanced in that aspect. They're very logical. They know how to think on their feet, I guess you could say. Could be a Taurus, or could be, you know, an earth sign. Wow, Queen of Pentacles just came out. Yep. They also could be a cusper, like they could be Taurus, Aries cusp as well, because we also have the Emperor here. Yep. They're taking control of the confusion that they had in the past. They're taking control of that. They're not going to allow people to kind of influence them anymore. I feel like this is possibly in the future. But this individual, it's like they're taking their power back. Look, we got the Emperor here. We have the mature man here. Maybe there's some strong Aries energy here, but they're taking their power back. Look at this. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. They know what they want, and it's kind of like they can't take it anymore. They can't take it anymore. Look, confusion. I feel like with this Mercury retrograde as well, they're going to be stepping out into the sunshine, stepping out of the clouds. Look at this. You have clouds here, but now there's clarity. Letting go of whatever it is that they were unclear about. Okay, let's see what else comes out. Any more final messages? Wow. See, maybe during Mercury retrograde, they've been in their head. They've been working too much. Two of Pentacles. Wow. But now they're ready for something. They're ready to kind of let go of all of these naysayers, all of these people that steered them away from who they belong with. And also, I do keep still hearing we're all each other have. It's like, how do you say this without making it seem like it's, you know, a sibling thing? It's not a sibling thing or like a relative thing. It's like we are all each other have. So how do we treat one another? Yeah. They're very sad about, you know, how things have went down in the past, but I do feel like they're ready. They're going to be ready for something new. They're going to be ready for changes. And I feel like the divine is kind of saying, be ready for this. They're attracted to you. Man, oh man, are they attracted to you. There's something here about someone's skin. It's like how their skin feels against the other. There's something here about like the warmth, and I'm kind of feeling warm all over again. But there's something here about someone feeling like very comfortable around the other. It's like they can share just about anything with you. They can they can take their, you know, maybe someone wears a lot of makeup and they can take all their makeup off and they can feel incredibly comfortable around the other. Let their hair down. But there is something here about skin to skin. Okay. I'm going to leave these messages here with you. I hope that they helped and assisted. This is Aura, and I'm the Spiritual Twin.